So let's talk about analyzing your data. In order to analyze the data, we first map and categorize what we have. For this, organizing your data in a systematic way, transcribing, coding, arranging numerical data in tables, graphs, and charts is a crucial step. It allows you to visualize what there is in your data and to identify relevant categories, people, places, activities, and so on. By organizing your data, you also notice linguistic patterns, labels people use to name events or phenomena, as well as anomalies and deviations from the norm. Systematically mapped out data allows you to see the patterns you are looking for, but keep in mind that you might also notice something you were not looking for, and that kind of discovery usually spurs some of the most interesting, most revealing, and insightful studies. Once you identify the categories relevant to your study, you can start tracing them through your data. For example, one relevant category may be how people identify themselves in terms of gender, ethnic identity, professional or familial affiliation, and so on. Or the relevant category may be a marked switch from one language or dialect to another, or the use of a label for a particular phenomenon, or an expression of an opinion. In the two discursive examples we had earlier, for instance, we looked at labels used for self-identification by a highly accomplished politician, and at the attempt to reverse roles in a legal hearing by the person being questioned. Tracing means looking for other instances of the key category in your data, finding more about it, looking where, when, and how often it is brought up by the speakers, and under what circumstances. It is also important to look at the consequences of invoking a particular category. Do other participants reject it, accept it, endorse it? Do they sanction the violations or welcome them? All of those provide great insights into what is happening in your data and why it may be happening. Tracing helps you find out how categories and actions are both constructed and how they emerge in interaction. You also observe what is meaningful to people and in what way it is meaningful to them. This is how you find explanations for the phenomena you observe, be the phenomena code switching at dinner with friends, or being a troll on the internet, or expressing one's view on immigration. Next, once we've traced the phenomenon we're looking at, we begin connecting. By connecting, we mean providing explanations for what we've mapped, traced, and categorized, making hypotheses, and answering the questions of what matters to people? How do they go about doing what matters to them? Why do they do it? What are the consequences of them doing it? And why it matters to the rest of the world. Once you've analyzed your data and found the answers to these questions, you're ready to make a claim about your findings to the audience. In the next section of the lecture, we're going to look at two ways of organizing your data and later presenting it: transcribing and coding.